Faces as an organization, I feel, is centered around opening youth up and opening their minds to accepting who they really are.
For me, it's just like becoming your true self.
I was shy. I didn't like talking to people, but the second year, everything just clicked, and I was like, I like being around people, and life is actually better when you're together and not alone.
To me, Faces is just that place. Like every year, everybody for that place for a lot of people is Christmas or Thanksgiving or birthdays or whatever. But for me, when I get to hear that I get to go back to Faces again that year, even though I'm going to school that day, I got football, I got whatever else, I'm still thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, couple more months, I got Faces.
I think it's to prepare us for the future, because like all these lessons we're learning, we can take that back into school, friends, anything. It's to find who we are, and especially with the masks from last year, I never thought of it that way until Faces introduced it, and I would have never realized the masks and putting ourselves behind these barriers from people.
What I understand it to be is an area where you're safe to grow and safe to admit that maybe you need to change and there's things about you don't like and you're safe to do it. It really encourages growth and to be yourself, which a lot of places don't want you to, most of the world doesn't want you to be yourself.
I mean, it was brutal on the way up here. I mean, just even getting up here was nasty. The hills was ridiculous. It was really hard to climb up until about down there when we got around the ridge, and then it got a little bit easier. More vegetation, more grass to hold on to, a little less rocks, a little less gravelly. But it was crazy when we got up to the ridge and the wind started blowing, and estimated to be about 80 miles an hour, pretty fast. But getting up here, it's a beautiful view. I can see our camp back there. Everybody sat up here. Everybody's staring out. It's just beautiful out here. It's awesome.
I really enjoyed just walking up the trail, just getting everybody together, just telling each other stories and just singing. It was really nice, just really interesting.
As a person, I feel like this year especially, I've been getting out of horrible anxiety ruts and stuff. So it's been very freeing to connect to people and be more comfortable. So yeah, it's been nice this year for me mentally, and being out here is it's very freeing.
It was very long, very it was hard on my legs, but the whole time I was just cheering everyone on.
This year I got diagnosed with OCD, so that's where all my anxiety has been coming from. So now that I've been on medication and stuff, I've been having more time to actually regulate my emotions and fear when I actually need to fear, not just be in constant fear. So this year is really given me a chance, now that I've had all that anxiety lifted, to actually connect and experience this year, especially because last year I was still in a shell of anxiety, and yeah, it's been freeing.
Last year was the eye-opening to taking my mask off. This year already, I know that my mask is at least 3/4 of the way off, if not all the way off already. Getting here, I had a hard time accepting myself, but here, everyone's just no one cares, but everybody cares at the same time. No judgment. Everyone is so nice and so caring and so supportive of each other.
It's just extraordinary just to be in the middle of nowhere, but also be the smallest thing here, and just be engulfed in all these beautiful mountains that just seem so surreal, and I can't even believe that this is real, but it is. So.
Absolutely.
I came back to Faces for my journey session despite having graduating high school with more than enough credits. I came back to experience nature in a way that I never could before. I never went backpacking, except for my first time at the challenge session, and I really enjoyed that. But what I came back for was the environment that Faces gave me. In my challenge session, I experienced a beautiful, peaceful environment with people that I never expected that I could feel safe with. I saw people that I never expected would even be able to communicate with each other, openly speaking about their life experiences, supporting each other and encouraging each other to grow.
This program isn't called masks, it's called faces, because you don't want to look at somebody and see their interpretation of how they want you to see them. They want to see you.
I shouldn't underestimate myself because at the start of the week, I was truly debating with myself whether or not I could do the hike. And now that I'm here at the 40-kilometer mark on the second to last day, I know I can do a lot more than I thought I could, and that's a very powerful feeling.
So last year was really hard for me about my appearance and my image. I suffered with the way I looked. It was really hard for me. And that the only thing that helped me get past that was coming to faces and just opening up, but just going back home and knowing that I am loved, and that rugby especially opened that up for me, because everyone has different body shapes and not everyone is perfect and everyone has to be tough in their own way. But just coming back here made me realize how much I've opened up and just started to love myself for who I was and what I looked like. And I've never had that before. And then when I talked to Barb about my mask, at first I wanted to do mountains and a path of where I came from and when I was going on for an adventure. But then she talked to me about how she loved how I expressed the way I looked. She called me beautiful, which helped, and that she didn't know why, because I acted so confident, and I am confident, because I always try to act that way. But there's just always a part of me that inside that I guess isn't confident in myself and the way I look, which is hard. But I want to just portray that more after I leave faces. So I made this mask just saying how that anyone can go 40 plus kilometers and go over a summit and can just love themselves, because not everyone can do that. No matter your body type, no matter how you look or how you act, that anyone can do it. And that when you go backpacking, it's hard and it's a tear on your body. But if you really want to make it, it's your choice to, and you have to be aware of everything that you do. But what helps the most is when you have a person to talk to. And I think I just want to help other people like that who suffer, because I'm coming to terms, it doesn't matter what I look like to be loved from other people either. They'll love me for who I am when I open up.
If you're watching this video and you're not sure about coming here because you're afraid or you're nervous that people won't like you or that you won't have a good time here, ignore all of it. Listen to your parents. Come here. You're gonna enjoy the experience. Trust me.
Heck yeah, good work, everyone! Esau! Esau! Woo! Yeah!
Check the tattoo.
Good work.
Have you ever seen a camel?
Are we here?
Woo, yeah, you are.
Esau, dude. How you doing?